probably to get HKCC over the line this time. Sorry for the technical issues. We're back live again. Benzanol has just reached his 50 as Dhananjay Rao comes into bowl and wide off stump. It stayed a bit low. Surprised. Benzanol was surprised that it stayed that low. This time they sent mid off back because of the boundary that he got earlier in the over, but this time he gets it through the covers. Another boundary for Benzanol. Superb shot from him. He moves on to 57 of just 62 deliveries, and he's trying to shift gears now. Last ball of Dhananjay Rao's over coming up. He's been expensive today, although he's bowled a maiden over, but his figures read 4.5 overs, 38 runs for no wickets. Last ball of Dhananjay Rao's 5th over coming up. Runs in, reaches the crease, bowls. A very good ball and respected equally by Benzanol. So his over comes to an end. At the end of 30 overs, HKCC are 148 for the loss of 2 wickets. They're still ahead of Little Saiwan at this stage because Little Saiwan were 145 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 30 overs. So HKCC 3 runs ahead. Wickets column reads pretty much the same. But then if you consider Little Saiwan got 154 runs in their last 20 overs. HKCC, they need 152 in their last 10 overs. Let's see how much can they get. So Ehsan Khan is out of the attack after bowling 5 very economical overs, and Aftab Hussain, who's bowled 4 overs, 1 maiden, 12 runs for a wicket. He's been also very economical, and he's back into the attack now. So initially had both long on and long off back, and now he brings long off in for the left-hander as he pulls. And Reed Maudsley, a very composed forward defense to start off Aftab Hussain's second spell. Aftab is encouraging him to go against the break. No fielder patrolling the boundary at covers or mid-off. Was the second ball. Comfortably flicked down the leg side by Reed Maudsley for a single. So now Aftab Hussain has both long on and long off back at the fence for the right-hander Benzanol, who hit 2 boundaries of the previous over, and this time he yorks him. Is that a drop catch? We'll have to look at the replay and tell it's a catch. But the batsman goes single. Hit Aftab's hand pretty hard. He seems to be shaking it as he goes to bowl the 3rd, 4th delivery of this over. Reed Maudsley comfortably defending it into the offside. Aftab Hussain. 2 dot balls, 2 singles, 5th ball of the over coming up. He bowls. Reed Maudsley goes for a big shot and clears the boundary, and we've lost another ball. So the 3rd umpire, he's been sitting in the shed all day, and now he's had to come out twice in this innings to provide a replacement ball. Reed Maudsley taking on the charge, reaches 34 of 41 deliveries, a very healthy strike rate of 82, 5 fours and a 6 to his name. 8 runs of the Aftab Hussain over. The Little Saiwan spinners are very canny customers, and they can get you out if you're off your mark by even a bit. The HKCC batsman taking calculated risk. Reed Maudsley, last ball of Aftab's over coming up. Tries to flick it down the leg side. It was going down leg. Gets it off his pad. Or no, was it off the bat? It's not been given as a leg bye, so that will be in Reed Maudsley's account as he moves on to 35 of 42 deliveries. At the end of 31 overs, HKCC 157 for the 2 wickets. 9 runs coming off this over. And Harun Arshad has been brought back into the attack. I think Ehsan Khan now is looking for a wicket. This partnership's been developing very well. It's crossed 50 already. It's nearing 100. Harun Arshad runs in. Reed Maudsley batting. Ball on a good length. Reed Maudsley defends it. Just to remind you, earlier in the day, Reed Maudsley had the better of Harun Arshad when he was bowling short of the length. He got a good boundary pulling him in front of square, and then he got a very good boundary cutting him through point. So even though Harun Arshad's bowling good short balls, Reed Maudsley has been scoring of them as he runs into bowl his second ball. This time he's full and he beats him all ends up. I think that's the way for Harun Arshad to go against Reed Maudsley. Go full, make him drive, because we've seen he can be brutal against the short ball. He's always ready for it. 2 dot balls to start off Harun Arshad's 6th over. Even though he was expensive in his first spell, 5 overs for 35, I'm sure he'll come back better in this over.
Sorry for again the stream continuing to drop for us here. Lovely shot there by Reed Maudsley. Has he? No, he hasn't beat the fielder. He's only going to get 1 for that. 100 point. Yeah, our stream is back up and running now, so you can tune in. This partnership is worth 72 runs, 73 runs now, of 79 balls. So good little partnership by these two. Have resurrected the run chase. This is going to be a key passage of play right now, folks, because Dhananjay Rao and Asad Khan Nawaz are 2 young, inexperienced fast bowlers who are going to have to bowl. We're going to have to bowl a lot of balls right now. Because Dhananjay Rao and Khan Asad Nawaz are 2 young quick bowlers. 20 overs to go, 7.5 runs an over needed, and you got about 10 overs from those 2. Harun Arshad, Mohsin Khan, Aftab Hussain, and Ehsan Khan are probably going to bowl out here, but if those 2 quicks need to come on to bowl another over or 2, that's what HKCC will be targeting. But good captaincy by Ehsan Khan. He's gotten the 10 overs out of them. Those of you watching this game wanting the live scores, the game is being live scored on Crick Heroes, Crick HQ, and Crick Info. And there's of course our live score here broadcasting right now. I will endeavor to make sure we get the batting scorecards and bowling figures displayed at a regular basis, especially as we head towards the conclusion of this game. Yeah, we're probably having a second drinks break coming right just around the corner here. As Harun Arshad into bowl again now. This is a much better over here from Harun Arshad. He's kept it very tight. Only 1 run has come off it. Reed Maudsley on 36, Benzon on 58. We heard the captain of cricket, David Warley, talk earlier today about how Reed Maudsley would have a big role to play in this run chase. So far, he has delivered. We still got to complete this game. There's still 142 runs needed. It's a proper T20 now. It's about 7.5 and over needed. It's getting exciting. A lot of people here watching on the sidelines, in the pavilion bar, at the boundary bar. Kids, playground, keeping an eye on proceedings as well. A lot of people watching around the world. Good to see you all. And apologies for our technical issues as the full ball is flicked away by Zenol, but there's a fielder down here at fine leg. It will only be another single, and that ends the over. 159. HKCC with 18 overs to come. We will just try to get the second innings bowling scorecard up on your screen now. And as you can tell from that, we're in the drinks break here. Apologies, folks. This is now the drinks break. So we'll see how the play resumes after drinks break. But as you can tell from that bowling scorecard that was on your screens a bit earlier, Asad Nawaz has bowled 3 overs. Dhananjay has bowled 5. He's got 8 overs out of the young quick bowlers. He probably needs to get maybe 2 more overs out of them at the very least. So those 2 overs are going to be key. We've also got 5 overs of Ehsan Khan himself, the skipper. He's probably going to save himself for towards the end. Maybe in the back 10. There's 18 to come. Of those, you got to play 5 of Ehsan. Aftab Hussain has also got 5 left. So Ehsan Khan has very smartly has kept his 2 frontline spinners, himself and Aftab. Plenty of overs in the bank. The 2 more experienced bowlers in his team. Mohsin Khan has bowled 8. We'll have to wait and see if Mohsin's going to come back and bowl a couple more overs. We'll also take a quick look at the batting scorecard. You see runs throughout the top 4. Done well. HKCC get this far. Reid Maudsley has done well. Benjamin Zanol, of course, with a 59 so far. 48 from David Jacker early on. Gave them a good start. So HKC need to carry through. They've got Luke Jones. They've got Ryan Buckley. They've got batting to come and some good batting to come. So this is going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting to see how experienced little salmon spinners go against this HKCC middle order on their home turf. Munyadar scoring a direct hit run out for the first wicket, and after I was saying getting David Jacker out LBW. The second wicket, no other success for the little salmon bowlers, but they have been mostly economical. You are joining us. This is the drinks break right now. In the drinks break, action will resume shortly. The players, you can see, they're on the field, just having a little conference. Catching the batsmen have gone off and are speaking to their captains. Who do you think is going to start the proceedings after drinks?
It'll probably be Aftab Hussain. He'll continue his spell. He started his second spell, although he went for 9 of the first over in his second spell. But he'll probably continue. He's bowled well after 5 overs, 1 maiden, 21 runs for wicket. But it's all about how they continue. I think HKCC surely has the upper hand in this chase. They have to stay composed, keep wickets in hand. Because in the previous innings, the Little Saiwan club was only 2 wickets down at the end of 40 overs. Even though they lost a cluster of wickets in the last 10. But that was justified, trying to hit out and maximize the scoring of runs. So if they manage to keep wickets in hand, they should be able to chase this 300 down. 141 needed of 18 overs.
Take this opportunity to give you a score update from the Kowloon Cricket Club, where the hosts are now 159 for 2 in 26 overs, chasing only 202. Rory Cox has brought up his 50. He's on 55 of 88 balls. He opened the batting, of course, in Nazakat Khan, and he's still out there. Simandeep Singh, the other batsman, 45 of 40. Former Hong Kong batsman Simandeep Singh, trying to get his way back in the squad, catch the attention of selectors. 45 of 45, 4s and 2 6s. They're charging towards a comprehensive win. They need, I think, just, 43 more runs. Yeah, 43 more runs to win, and they've got the better part of 14 overs to get it in. Sorry, the better part of 24 overs to get it in. 2 and over needed. It's pretty straightforward for them. Bowling wise, Shan Raja has taken 1 for 19 in 5 overs for USRC. Shahryar Khan has taken 1 for 28 in 5 overs. But the bowling otherwise has not had much success. So good stuff here from KCC as they're cruising towards a victory. This game, however, more well balanced, more interesting, more evenly poised. Looks like it might be Aftab Hussain. Looks like it's gonna be Aftab Hussain who's gonna come on and bowl right after drinks. We're in the final hour of play, hour and 10 minutes. Sun's starting to set a little bit. It's still out there, it's still sunny, it's still bright. You can see on your screens it's some beautiful weather today for play cricket. No rain whatsoever. And it looks like you might actually get a full 100 overs in, which is fantastic. He's got a full 50 overs in the first innings. Little Saiwan posting 299 thanks to Ehsan Khan's 132, Waqas Khan 89 as well. So very good batting effort. Now here in the run chase, these 2 men on your screen, Ben Zinal and Reid Maudsley, have put up a very good partnership. After I was saying, into bowl. And the first ball after drinks is defended back to him. A lot of energy, a lot of Ehsan Khan managing his field. Fielders down here, the boundary cheering them on. They've got a long on. They've got a deep mid wicket. They've got a long off. And I think they've got a sweep on the offside as well. Slightly short of some cuts straight to Waqas Khan at backward point for another dot ball.
Yeah, with the sun setting a bit and the bowler bowling from the tennis court end, it can be hard for the long on and long off fielders when the ball goes in the air to catch it. And Aftab drops it short and it's cut well, but Mohsin Khan will stop the ball from getting to the boundary and it will only be a single. We've seen in Aftab Hussein's previous over that Reed Maudsley hit him a 6 straight over the bowler's head. And if he tries to do that again, he has the sun to his advantage because that will be in the eyes of the long on and long off fielders. But what we are seeing right now is that Aftab Hussain has a predominantly leg side field with 3 fielders patrolling the fence on the leg side. And he's called long off inside the ring because he's only allowed 4 fielders on the boundary. As he comes in, bowls, Reed Maudsley defends it. Aftab Hussain has given away 1 run of the 4 balls that he's bowled. Reed Maudsley will be looking to eye the long off fence right now. As Aftab Hussain bowls, drops it a bit short. Reed Maudsley tucks it into the leg side. Benz and all ran the first one hard, but in this small ground, it's really hard to get 2s. Last ball of Aftab Hussain's 6th over coming up. Benz and all to face. Ooh, that stayed low. That stayed low. Tried to drive it on the offside, but it stayed low. Went to the keeper from under his bat. Shahid Wasif collected it brilliantly. He had to adjust to the ball staying low, and we see another bowling change out there. Mohsin Khan back into the attack. He's already bowled 8 overs. I think he'll be bowling out right now. Mohsin Khan into the attack from the petrol pump end. Reed Maudsley, the batsman. His previous over, Benzanol particularly liking against him, and he got a few boundaries and also a 6 against Mohsin Khan. As he gets ready to bowl, Reed Maudsley is the batsman on strike right now. And that's a low full toss, timed very well in the gap between mid-wicket and long on, but the dive from the mid-wicket fielder stops it. Meanwhile, the batsman scamper through for 2 runs. Reed Maudsley facing Mohsin Khan. Second ball of the over. It's a short ball. It's been pulled away, but straight into the hands of Ehsan Nawaz on the deep square leg fence. Reed Maudsley has to depart on 39 of 49 deliveries. He was looking good, but this time he just looked to time it. Didn't have much power behind it, although he timed it very well, but it went straight into the fielder's hands. Mohsin Khan gets the breakthrough there. The partnership, which was almost 100, is now over.
80 runs that partnership. That's a big, big wicket there. Reed Maudsley is looking dangerous and batting well. Gets a short ball. Pulls it straight to the one man there in the deep. That's a huge, huge wicket. Looks like Luke Jones is going to be the new man in. And it's another left-hander coming in. So it's lefty replacing lefty. That is a big, big blow. HKCC were bowling well, and Mohsin Khan has bowled very well. Went for a few runs in his previous over. But came back very nicely here. Used the short ball to a good effect. Reed Maudsley can only pick out. And in the deep. Benzanol is going to stay on strike.
So while the catch was taken, the batsman crossed over. So it's going to be Benzanol who will be on strike against Mohsin Khan now. Mohsin Khan has bowled 8.2 overs, gone for 32 runs and got a wicket right now as he runs in to bowl the third ball. It's a slower ball, just inside the wide, the marking for the wide line, and it's not given as a wide. Good variation from Mohsin Khan. Benzano, who hit him for a boundary and a 6 in his previous over, starts off against him with a slower ball. Let's see what does he do next. Benzano ready to face Mohsin Khan. This time he... Oh wow! Who would have expected this? Mohsin Khan gets 2 wickets in an over. Both set batsmen back in the dugout. It was a half tracker there to be hit, but Benzano didn't time it as well as he would have liked, and he hit it straight into the hands of the mid-wicket fielder. Mohsin Khan with a double strike in his 9th over, and Little Saiwan are ahead in this game now. New batsman is probably Ryan Buckley. Dhananjay was a fielder who took a very good catch at mid-wicket. The ball was travelling. He stuck his hands out and managed to hold on to that. Ryan Buckley, the new man in. Both batsmen on the crease, yet to face a ball. Mohsin Khan removing both the set batsmen in this over. And now he's coming left arm round the wicket to the right-handed batsman. Mohsin Khan ready to bowl the 5th ball of his 9th over. That's a quick ball. Oh, that's given. He's on a hat-trick there, Mohsin Khan. He's on a hat-trick. He's gotten Ryan Buckley for a duck there. I think Ryan is not happy with that decision, but he has to walk off. And he's gotten a golden duck. That's the first golden duck for HKCC. Yeah. We saw 2 golden ducks in the first innings. Haroon Arshad and Shahid Wasif both got a golden duck. And for HKCC, Ryan Buckley has got a golden duck. 3 golden ducks in a match. Is that some stat for that? How many have we had maximum?
I've seen league cricket in Hong Kong with 7 golden ducks, so happens quite a bit in the junior levels and in club levels when teams are having bad days. But yeah, 3 golden ducks in a match is pretty unique. Elliot Scrivener is going to walk in, as David Varley mentioned earlier. He's got a few hundreds, or at least 100 recently. He's got a few runs recently, so he can bat. But this is not a situation you want to be walking in. You're going to face Mohsin Khan, who's taken 3 wickets and 4 balls. Is on a hat trick. Mohsin Khan, we told you he's been working on being an all conditions, all situation bowler. Delivers. He didn't strike with the new ball, but he struck here with the old one right after the second drinks break, right towards the end of the game when Little Saiwan needed a bit of inspiration. Brilliant stuff. And yeah, interesting here. Interesting to see how, not just how Scrivener plays out this dot ball, but how these 2 batsmen play out the remaining of this run chase. Because you got 2 new batsmen in, you don't have much batting left to come. You have to rebuild. But at the same time, you can't let this required run rate keep creeping up. It's already 8.47 if I'm reading that correct.
Yes, Nitesh, it's 8.47. Mohsin Khan on a hat-trick, coming in to bowl to Elliot Scrivener on the stumps. Oh, and that's a hat-trick. That's a hat-trick. Excellent catch from Waqas Khan. He edged it, and that's caught excellently by Waqas Khan in the slips. Another golden duck. Elliot Scrivener gets an edge first ball and is out caught in the slip. Mohsin Khan can't believe it himself. I think this over has turned the game on its head. This is surely the play of the day for me today. And Mohsin Khan is surely a candidate for a man of the match. Hey. What do you reckon, Nitesh? Has he outperformed Ehsan Khan yet?
I mean, still 4 wickets left to take. Ehsan Khan nabs those 4 is going to be hard to deny, but certainly 4 wickets over. This is the over of the League T20 as well. If not a hat-trick. He took like 2 or 3 wickets in over and changed the game in a Premier League T20 match. I'm going to have to go back and check the stats on that. But yeah, I have a feeling I've seen him do this before. It's a bit of deja vu. Mohsin Khan, he takes wickets in bunches. He strikes once, he strikes twice, he strikes 3 times. He took a couple of wickets in bunches against Malaysia as well. Good bowler. And good performance. And just like that, Ehsan Khan now has brought himself into bowl. And I think it's Isaac Poole, the HKCC skipper, who's coming to bat. Wow, what a situation to walk into. Luke Jones has not even faced the ball. He came in when there were 3 down, and now he's just watched a hat-trick in from the other end. What's going on in his mind? Wow.
So I believe Ehsan Khan recognized that he had competition for a man of the match performance, and he's come on to bowl now. Let's see if he can get some wickets there. Luke Jones, very calm, very composed, punches it to cover. And Mohsin Khan is unavoidable right now. He's at cover, the ball goes to him. He's everywhere. Ehsan Khan comes into bowl again. And Luke Jones cuts him away, but the point fielder is very quick. And it's a dot ball. We've had the breeze quicken up recently. And it's blowing from left to right on your screen. Ehsan Khan comes to bowl the third ball, and it's defended by Luke Jones. I think Lil Saiwan will be looking forward to getting the HKCC batsmen out before the 50 overs as Ehsan Khan bowls the fourth ball. Well defended by Luke Jones. I think another maiden over by Ehsan Khan is on the cards here. Ehsan Khan comes in, bowls, and another dot ball. It's like seeing an action replay. He's bowling the perfect line and length, and he's so accurate, Luke Jones can do nothing but defend. Last ball of the over coming up. Ehsan Khan. Oh, that turned a bit. Could have been a candidate for a catch in the slips, but a maiden over nonetheless from Ehsan Khan. Ehsan Khan, 6 overs, 2 maidens, 12 runs, no wickets. And Mohsin Khan's gonna bowl out his 10th over now. Trying to stretch a bit, stretching his right leg.
What an over there, Mohsin Khan. Cannot stress this enough. 4 wickets, including a hat-trick. 4 wickets and 5 balls. Of course you're going to bowl him out. Now he's in a shot here to get his 5-wicket haul. 4 for 32 his current figures. He's here bowling around the wicket. I think he's gone back around the wicket to the to the right-hander Isaac Poole. HKCC captain. He's got some task on his hand here. Lets the first ball go. No run. Hard run rate now 9.13. This is looking harder and harder for the hosts. Every passing ball. And that's what we're talking about again. They had a good platform, but against a quality bowling attack, and you need to step on the gas, it's very easy to collapse. It's very easy to lose a few wickets. Did not predict something this drastic. I don't think any of us would have predicted something that drastic. Oh, there's an appeal here for a couple of things. So he's bowled it around the wicket. Isaac Poole tried to pull it, got hit on the pad, half appeal for LBW, and while they were appealing, Shahid Wasif has grabbed the ball and taken down the stumps and has appealed from some sort of stumping or run out. Neither upheld. It's just going to be a dot ball after all the commotion. But I think you can see the energy in the field right now from Lil Saiwan. They've sensed it. They sense that Mohsin Khan has just broken through and won them the game. So here he comes again for the third ball. But yeah, Mohsin Khan, a student at Education University of Hong Kong. And again, one of the many youngsters. One of the many talented youngsters in the squad. I think that would be a single there to the leg side. Nope, umpire's going leg by. Yes, it's going to be a leg by. And Luke Jones down to face Mohsin Khan for the first time after just having watched him take 4 wickets and 5 balls from the non-striker's end. As we're saying, this was always going to be a problem for HKCC that they'd have to solve. That at some point wickets would fall and there'd be a bit of a collapse as they tried to up the run rate. This bowling attack is too good to not take wickets. It's too good to not... You can't really just hit them around at your will. You got to work them around, play them with respect, and it's the run rate required mounted, and as risks had to be taken, it's going to be a possibility, but very, very drastic there. 4 wickets and 5 balls. Lovely shot by Luke Jones. Well, wondering how he's going to play him. That's how he plays him. Just a nice little pick-up flick over the boundary for something for the HKCC fans to cheer. Very nice shot there.
Yeah, amazing shot to get off the mark. And that too of Mohsin Khan, who had his tail up. Got a hat trick in the previous over. 3 dot balls string together in this over. And he hits him for a boundary over the mid-wicket. And now the mid-wicket fielders has been pushed back. Mohsin Khan coming in for the 5th ball of his last over. Can he get a fifer? And Luke Jones drives him to the left of the mid-on fielder and gets a single. So Isaac Poole, the captain, he was the bowler who got a fifer in the first innings in this match. Can he prevent his counterpart, Mohsin Khan, to get a fifer? Or will they share the honour to be the highest wicket taker in this match? Mohsin Khan runs in. Last ball of his 10th over, Isaac Poole to face. And he's flicked it to the leg side, and they'll go through for a single. So Mohsin Khan does not get a 5-wicket haul, but he's bowled out his 10-over quota, and he's conceded just 39 runs and got in 4 wickets, which included a hat-trick. His 9th over was surely the over of the day. And I think that's won the game for Little Saiwan today. HKCC 170 runs for 6 wickets at the end of the 36th over. Last 14 overs to come, 130 runs needed at 9.29 an over. Nearly 10 per over required there. And Ehsan Khan, with the dot bowling form that he has, if he bowls a maiden over here, the run rate's going into double figures. And he's gotten a dot ball to start with. Long off is in the circle, so he's encouraging Isaac Poole to go against the spin. Exactly what Isaac Poole was doing when he was bowling. Off spinner to off spinner. Captain against captain. And long off has gone back now. Let's see how Isaac Poole plays his counterpart. Ehsan Khan is surely getting more turn than any other spinner today. And Isaac Poole defends this one straight to the square leg fielder. No run. Ehsan Khan comes in, bowls. Quicker one. Isaac tries to sweep it. Bottom edges it to the fine leg fielder, and the batsmen get a single. Luke Jones. He looked good against Mohsin Khan in the previous over. Faced 2 balls and got 5 runs of him. Let's see what he does against Ehsan Khan. In the previous over that Ehsan Khan bowled to him, Luke Jones played out a maiden. So let's see what Ehsan Khan does now. Long on in the circle. Long off on the boundary. Let's see if Luke Jones tries to get a big shot. He drives it. In fact, punches it to the cover fielder. And Mohsin Khan stops the ball. No run. Ehsan Khan. 5th ball of his over. A quicker one and guided down to the fine leg boundary. And there's no fielder out there, so the square leg fielder will have to run some yards to fetch the ball. Meanwhile, the batsmen go through for 2 runs. 3 runs off the over so far. 1 more ball to go. Ehsan Khan about to finish his 7th over. Oh, Luke Jones tried to cut that one, but not that short to be cut. And Ehsan Khan finishes off with a dot ball. At the end of 37, HKCC 173 runs for the loss of 6 wickets, needing 127 in the last 13 overs. And there's a bowling change again. I believe it's Dhananjay Rao who's come in for a 3rd spell. Left armers doing the trick for Lil Saiwan right now. Mohsin Khan got 4 wickets. Dhananjay Rao, another exciting left arm fast bowler.
Okay, Hassan Khan doing it all today. 132 with the bat. First up to help the other side one post 299 in their 50 overs. Captaining and marshalling troops on the field. And he's also just bowled 7 overs very quietly for just 15 runs. Mohsin Khan, though, with 4 wickets, being the standout bowler for the other side one today. Although there's been some very good spells from not only Hassan Khan but Aftab Hussain, Harun Rashad. And Harun Rashad and Anjay Rao both have bowled well, even though the stats don't reflect it. And Hassan Khan was also a very good 3-over spell. It might come back in now that the match is a little bit more secure. We saw the Saiwan strategy of focusing on the senior pros, the Mohsin Khan, Aftab Hussain, Ehsan Khan, Harun Rashad bowling attack, and relying on the Dhananjay Nasser Khan Nawaz to fill in that 5th bowling option. But, quick single and a chance, a throw at the stumps, but it's gone a bit wild. Thankfully, Waqas Khan out there backing up for Lil Saiwan. So that's another single. Just ticking the ball over now. Luke Jones and Isaac Poole. Things have gone a bit quiet here from the HKCC camp. The fans are a bit quiet. You see the quiet run rate 9.87. Still not out of it, I mean, if these two hang around, if these two can play 5-6 overs, 11, 12 on over in the last 6 overs, not unheard of at HKCC. Not at all. And especially if these two can get the eye, and they're both capable batsmen. Isaac Poole, the captain, of bowling all-rounder. Luke Jones, a very, very good batsman. Proper good batsman. So they won't be counting themselves out of it yet. I think they're still trying to win the game. I don't think they've given up. But these quiet overs and these dot balls are going to build pressure. And Dhananjay Rao, he nicks that. Genuine edge. Good stuff from Hassan Nawaz here. 3rd man to tidy up. Only 1 run. Dhananjay Rao is going to try to use this opportunity to build some pressure, do his stats some better. Stats don't do him justice to how he's bowled today. He's going to try and correct that here. Right, nab a wicket. Really, at this point, the last thing HKCC need is to lose yet another wicket. They need Luke Jones and Isaac Poole to just get to 43 overs, get to 44 overs, and then reevaluate. And right now, DJ doing the right thing, full and wide outside of stump and biting that drive away from his body. Luke Jones saw the gap in the offside, felt he could get it through between the 3rd man and the sweeper around the point region for 4. Didn't really move his feet, threw his hands at it. And again, this is what you want the new bats in the middle to do. You want them playing expansive shots. You want them chasing boundaries. You want them feeling the pressure. Required run is now just crept over 10 and over. DJ in to bowl the final ball of what's been a good over so far. Back of the length steer to 3rd man. It'll only be 1 run. An excellent over there from Dhananjay Rao. He's not giving much away. And that's exactly what the captain wanted from him. Good stuff. I don't think we'll see Ehsan Khan turn back to Harun Rashad at this moment. The all-rounder might be just given a little bit of a break. He's got himself. He's got Aftab Hussain. Aftab Hussain is, in fact, who is going to bowl now. In fact, knowing Ehsan Khan, he's just the kind of captain who, if he doesn't need to bowl, he's not going to bowl. You know what I'm saying? He's got a young team here. These guys have a great opportunity to get some bowling practice in on a good pitch and a good ground in a broadcast game. Get some good quality batsmen. There's still a competitive element left in this game. It's not over yet. So he's going to try and get these youngsters involved and say, hey, look, it's not just on me to win this game for the club. You are a part of this team as well. Why don't you come and bowl some overs here? Get that experience on your belt. Feel the feeling of bowling your side to victory. He might just, keep himself out of it. And here's an interesting field setting. Long off has come up for Luke Jones. There's only 1 sweep on the offside in case Aftab drops short. And everyone else on the leg side is back. So will Luke come and try to hit us here at the commentary table and long off? He taps it to point for no run.
Yeah, but like last over, it was, I believe, the first time that Lil Saiwan did not have a slip. And Isaac Poole edged it. Aftab Hussain continuing for his 8th over, 7th over. And he's bowled pretty well. 2 dot balls to start off with. And Luke Jones is trying to line him up for a slog sweep. And Ehsan Khan gives him some advice. Let's see if he flights it up this ball. No, he fires it in and Luke Jones is beaten outside the off stump trying to drive it through the covers. Aftab Hussain into his 7th over. 3 dot balls in a row. The 4th ball. And he bowls a wide. He thought a big shot was coming. He tried to fire it wide of the batsman, but ended up bowling it too wide. So an extra run to the HKCC total as Luke Jones gets ready to face the fourth ball of Haftab's over again. And he again fires it wide of the batsman's off stump. 2 wides in a row.
You know how sometimes batsmen nick it? You know they've nicked it just because they turn around right away after playing the ball. You know a bowler's bowled a wide when he turns on, look at the umpire first thing after bowling it. After was saying knew he missed his mark there. He's bowled a few wides. He bowled a few wides as well for. Nice little observation here from Yakzan. Last time he bowled 2 wides in a row, he got a wicket right off that. That's not what's happened here this time though. He's been deposited for 6 runs. Luke Jones taking on that short ball and putting it into the stands. Lovely shot there.
Yeah, long hop there, dropped it short, and Luke Jones pulls it behind square. The protection was at square leg, but he pulls him behind square for 6 runs. Luke Jones, for him, the chase is still pretty much on. He's on 15 of 8 balls and not looking to slow down any moment. And this time he flicks it on side, and that's a single. So that's 8 runs of the over, 1 ball still to come. Comparatively a better over for little Saiwan here. Aftab Hussain, his 7th over. Last ball of the 7th over coming up. Isaac Poole drops it short, tries to dap it fine, but ends up playing it right to the third man fielder. So no run. 8 of that over. 39 gone. HKCC are 186 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Dhananjay Rao to continue. He's going to bowl his 7th over. He's going to bowl to Luke Jones. Luke Jones, of course, is going to try and get the boundary wherever he can. He's got to keep this run chase going. Not completely out of it. HKCC not completely out of it. Quad run rate is creeping up to about 10 and over. It's above 10 and over now. Here comes DJ, left arm over the wicket. Nicked and gone! That's as straightforward as they get. That is as straightforward as they get. A wicket. And DJ has his first wicket of the tournament.
Oh yes, he does. He had been having a rough day today, a bit unlucky previously, but this time he gets a wicket to show for him, and it's a big wicket. It's Luke Jones who's gone, and he was looking dangerous. He got a 4, he got a 6, and he's gone. And HKCC are now really struggling. 186 for 7, 39.1 overs, just 3 wickets to go, and not a lot of batting left. So it's Charlie Wallace. Or is it Tanveer Ahmed? It's Tanveer Ahmed who's come to the crease. He can strike a few blows there, but 114 requires at least 19 sixes.
Yeah, at this moment, I think Lil Saiwan, one hand on victory here, one hand on those 2 points. KCC, in the meanwhile, have of course beaten USRC. Comfortable run chase in the end. Rory Cox with 84 in the run chase. Simandeep Singh with 55. Some good performances there from KCC. They won that quite comfortably. I think they chased it down, if I'm not mistaken, in 31 overs. That massive net run rate boot for KCC sends them probably top of the table. Lil Saiwan, though, looking at they're 114 ahead right now. 80-run victory. Be pretty good for them. I don't know if it'll be enough to overcome KCC, but they'll be trying to get that 80-90-run victory, get those net run rate points, get a good start for them. Pakistan Association Club, of course, potentially the favourites for this tournament, having won the Premier League T20 earlier this year. They play next week, so they'll also look for a big start. So it's an interesting competition. It's heating up here. HKCC, they're a strong team. They just had again, you lose 4 wickets in a row. It's hard to come back from that. They're going very well to that. Mohsin Khan rocked them. Here comes DJ in the bowl. And Ahmed's first ball just played out to covers for no run. So yeah, great stuff from Lil Saiwan. Stuck in it, got the breakthroughs, and now are looking for a big victory. It's interesting how this tournament's going to shape up this first round of games. Interesting to see what we have, of course, in next week's fixtures. Here comes DJ. It's full. It's on the pads. Flick to the fielder. There'll only be one run at deep fine leg. Sorry, folks.
Dhananjay Rao comes in for the fourth ball of his seventh over, and that's defended by Isaac Poole into the offside. No run. Run rate will be a very crucial point in this tournament, with three sides looking particularly very strong. Little Taiwan, with a lot of international players who've recently played for Hong Kong, KCC and PACC, who've always been very good, and those were the two teams in the final for the Premier League T20 Cup. As Dhananjay comes for the fifth ball of his over, he's still swinging it back in a bit, and Isaac Poole gets a leading edge to that, and a very good catch by Waqas Khan. Simple catch, to be honest, at mid-off, and Dhananjay has his second. HKCC are struggling at 187 for the loss of 8 wickets in the 40th over. Both the left-arm seamers seem to be having a habit of getting wickets in clusters. Mohsin Khan earlier got 4 wickets in an over. Dhananjay Rao this time around has got 2 wickets already with 1 ball to go. And I believe it's Adil Mahmood who's come out, and he's not wearing his... Okay, so he's wearing a sweater on top. So interesting development in your knowledge. HKCC has got a red sweater.
Those have one on course for victory right now. 7 for 8. They're going to look to get a big victory, get those bonus points as Adil Mahmood comes in. I would have expected Charlie Wallace to come in above him, but I think Adil Mahmood's batting has improved since in recent times, and he fancies himself as a bit of a hitter. So we'll see how this goes. Of course, the upcoming games next weekend. The Hong Kong Cricket Club over here will be taking on the Pakistan Association Cricket Club. That should be an interesting game. PACC will be playing their first game of this tournament, and they'll be looking to repeat what Little Taiwan have done today, but maybe even perhaps more emphatically. HKCC will look to improve on today's performance. They were going very well in the run chase, and they bowled pretty well, fielded pretty well. It's just, one over, one bad over, literally 4 wickets in that over to Mohsin Khan. He changed the game. He turned it around, took a brilliant hat-trick, bowled very well. That's the end of this over. 187 for 8 after 40 overs. We enter the final 10. And Asad Khan Nawaz, as you mentioned, that's the kind of captain Ahsan Khan is. He could bowl himself out. He's not going to do that. He's done his part in the game. This is his opportunity to get his youngsters in the game, get them their overs, get them their confidence, get them to be part of the team, and he's done right that. As predicted, Asad Khan Nawaz coming in now to bowl. Bowl very quick, bowl some nice outswing, bowl some nice bumpers. He's going to enjoy himself bowling to 2 other fast bowlers he probably looks up to, Tanvir Ahmed and Adil Mahmood. I think he reckons he's probably a better batsman than them both. Now he's going to come out here and put a point with the ball. So next week at HKCC, it'll be Pakistan Association playing the hosts. And over at KCC, we're going to have a very interesting game, Little Taiwan versus KCC. That's going to be a game to watch, as both teams, KCC have come off a win. Little Taiwan look like they're going to come off a big win. They're definitely going to be 1 and 2 on the table in some order with the net run rate. I think that's the game we're going to be broadcasting next week. Oh, great Yorker up front. Oh, it's on leg side. Well, good bit of pace there, Nawaz Khan going straight for the base of the stumps. No nonsense here. He knows what he wants to do. Tanvir Ahmed, a great exponent of the Yorker. Asad Nawaz Khan trying to show him what he's got. But that one's down leg side. That is a wide. Next week's game against Little Taiwan KCC could be the one to watch. If you're watching this game and if you've enjoyed our coverage so far, I can think with probably 50%, 80% certainty we will be at KCC next week. Another good ball there. Defended into the leg side for no run. Trying to chase victory here, trying to wrap this up quickly. Little Taiwan, one of the quicker bowlers has come in, youngsters come in. Ahsan Khan's had a long day in the field. He's limping around a little bit. He's done quite a lot. Don't you think? He's 132 runs, has captained 40 overs, bowled 7 overs, so just 15 runs himself. Very good day for him. And he runs his own YouTube channel, hit by Ahsan Khan. Asad Nawaz Khan to Adil Mahmood. It guides him down to the backward point, but for another dot ball. First, we want to see Ehsan Khan's post-match video on free hit. If any of you are listening and watching this on YouTube right now, go check out Ehsan Khan's YouTube channel. Puts up some good content there. Although, fair warning, a bit of it is in Urdu, so it's not all English. And if you're enjoying our content, do check out our YouTube channel. We've got plenty of content on our channel. We've got more content coming up as the season wears on. We're planning to put up some videos for kids, for juniors, instructional videos, especially in this time and age where a lot of people are staying home, looking for things to do. We're going to put up some content soon on our channels for things, the cricket drills and practices and games you can play at home to enhance your skills. So if you're a young kid watching this, be sure to tune into that. Go check out our channel. Right now, Asad Nawaz Khan bowling well. 4 balls into his overs. This is the fifth as he runs into Adil Mahmood. Right in the block hole. Adil, tall man, does well to get down and dig that one up. It's actually, who do you think's taller, Adil Mahmood or Elliot Scrivener?
Elliot, I believe. Elliot is taller than Adil Mahmood. But I believe their ages for competing for height are now gone. So nothing much can be done. As Asad Nawaz Khan runs in for the last ball of his 4th over. And that's driven straight by Adil Mahmood, but Asad Nawaz gets a leg on it and deflects it to Ehsan Khan, so no run. That's the end of the 41st over. And HKCC are at 189 for 8. And as per my calculations, I believe KCC will be ahead of the run rate. Even if Little Saiwan managed to get these 2 wickets on the next 2 balls. So Little Saiwan will have to come out next week and beat KCC to get that spot on the top of the points table. Dhananjay Rao to continue from the petrol pump end. He's into his 8th over. And Tanveer Ahmed attempts a big shot. It's gone straight up in the air. And it's been dropped by Waqas Khan. He got under it. But in the end, I think the breeze made him drop the catch in the end. Because the ball, when it goes very high up in the air, it's swiveling. And it's very hard for the fielders to catch it. Even though at this level, we expect fielders to take such catches. But it's always hard. Adil Mahmood now on strike as the batsmen take a single during all that. Dhananjay Rao. And Adil Mahmood tries to guide it through the offside. Misses it. And goes through to the keeper. Dot ball for Dhananjay Rao. He's got his economy rate below 6 now. In fact, exactly 6. 7.2 overs, 44 runs, 2 wickets, 1 maiden. Let's see if he can add to his wickets column. As he runs into bowl. And this time it's on the middle stump. Adil Mahmood fends it to the mid-wicket fielder, Aftab Hussain, who passes it on to Ehsan Khan at dawn, who eventually passes it to the bowler Dhananjay Rao. Dhananjay into his 8th over. Comes in, runs into the crease, bowls a brilliant Yorker. Adil Mahmood does well to get down and dig it out as Dhananjay Rao fields it on his follow-through. Another dot ball. So it's 3 dot balls in a row. Adil Mahmood would be itching to hit the ball out of the park right now as Dhananjay runs in for the 5th ball of this over. And that's a good length ball. Not much Adil Mahmood can do about it. He wanted a single, but Tanveer Ahmed says, see, it's gone straight on the fielder's hands. I can't do much about it. So that's the 4th consecutive dot ball for Dhananjay Rao in this over. Last ball of this over coming up. Dhananjay Rao would be happy he's gotten his economy rate under 6 now. Adil Mahmood to take strike. Dhananjay Rao bowls. Another good length delivery. Blocked by Adil Mahmood, fielded by Dhananjay on his follow-through, and that will be over. 1 run coming off the over. And HKCC are 190 for the loss of 8 wickets, needing 110 of the last 8 overs, which is almost 14 runs in over. Actually, it's 13.75 runs in over.
San Khan hurries up and has brought Aftab Hussain back on, which suggests to me they're slightly behind the over rate. And I think I must have misread the strategy of sending Adil up. He's not come up to hit. He's come up to block through and make sure they bat 50. That's very clearly what Adil's out there trying to do, and he's doing a very, very good job of it, which is why Ehsan Khan has brought back his premier spinner, because he doesn't want to go over the full 50 overs. He doesn't want to incur a penalty for a slow over rate. He's brought the spinner back. He's shouting at everyone, go quickly, go quickly. He's asking his bowler to be at the top of his mark instead of waiting for the ball to be tossed to his hand. A lot of energy here by Ehsan Khan on the field. It's coming straight towards us here. And I think Ehsan Khan's got hold of it. Yes, he has. Very well judged catch. And that is a wicket they needed. Another wicket down. Caught here well at long on right in front of us. I was worried it was going to hit us there for a moment.
Oh, yes. Initially, I thought he had timed it well, but then it ended up straight into the fielder's hands, and a very good catch by Asad Nawaz Khan. A catch on his debut. Ehsan Khan, keeping in mind the over rate, asking the fielders to stay in their positions, no team conference. Last wicket now, Charlie Wallace, the last man in. Let's see if Aftab Hussain can add more to the tally of his wickets. The last 8 overs, the Little Saiwan club managed 69 runs. Even though they lost a lot of wickets there, but they managed 69 in the last 8. HKCC, on the other hand, need 110 and they've got only 1 wicket. This time, Adil Mahmood manages to drive it. He's finally off the mark of the 11th ball that he faces. And Charlie Wallace, he's going to face a ball now. He won't go out without facing a ball. Ehsan Khan comes into the ring now, the mid-wicket fielder, as Aftab Hussain gets ready to bowl the 4th ball of his over. And he's been cut away straight to the point fielder, and he's hurrying up, going back to his mark to manage the over rate as he comes in for the 5th ball. Good delivery, but that's been hoiked over mid-wicket for a 6. What a way to get off the mark by Charlie Wallace. A 6 of Aftab Hussain, the best bowler of the ACC Eastern Region Men's Asia Cup qualifiers, and he's forced Ehsan Khan to go to the boundary. Aftab Hussain of this over. He asks Ehsan Khan, no, I don't need you back at the mid-wicket fence. I can handle him fine. Come back in the circle. And gets hit on the pad, but a bit high. Doesn't even appeal. Needs to get through the overs quickly. So Ehsan Khan decides to bring himself back on. It's worth mentioning that the catch taken in last over by Asad Nawaz Khan at long on of Tanveer Ahmed was a brilliant catch, even though it was fairly simple, but the sun was in his eye and he had to judge it to perfection, and he made no mistake. Ehsan Khan for his 8th over now. He's gone for 7 overs, 1 maiden for 15. He'll be itching to get a wicket added to his tally. Every other bowler, apart from Haroon Arshad and Ehsan Khan, has got a wicket, and Asad Nawaz Khan in this match. The Ehsan Khan runs in, bowls, quicker one on the legs, and that's been flicked away. The fine leg was inside the circle, might even run away for 4, but it's been cut off, and it's a leg by. So he didn't get any bat on it. He padded it to the fine leg. And a slower one this time. He flighted it up. Charlie Wallace almost fell for it. Went for a big shot, but didn't connect it so well. So a couple of bounces to the fielder on the mid-wicket fence. 13 deliveries. Determined to play out the 50 overs. Ehsan Khan comes in to bowl the last over of the over. This time it's a flighted delivery. Adil Mahmood wants to hoik it to the third man fence. Ends up edging it behind the keeper. And the batsmen run only 1. Excellent fielding by the fielders behind the keeper. Asad Nawaz Khan to be specific on third man, keeping it down to just one. Ehsan Khan loops it up again. Oh, almost a cotton ball. He loops it up again. Charlie Wallace doesn't time it. He's through his shot earlier. And I think he's bowled this over in 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. Our scorers are having problems keeping up with the speed of Ehsan Khan bowling over. So he's really doing well to manage the run rate. The spinner's on in the death. And HKCC 203 for 9 trying to bat out the 50 overs as Aftab Hussain comes in. Charlie Wallace tries to cut him, but is beaten. Next ball, Aftab Hussain comes to the crease, bowls another ball outside off stump, pushed to cover by Charlie Wallace. Another dot ball. Aftab Hussain into his 9th over. 2 dot balls. The third one. This time Charlie Wallace hits it straight down the ground, but there's protection. Asad Nawaz Khan does very well and cuts it off. Just a single. Aftab Hussain, 8.3 overs, 1 maiden, 40 runs, 2 wickets. Bowls his 4th ball. Adil Mahmood pretty content on blocking them. Aftab Hussain comes in, bowls. This time Aftab Hussain guides it to the right of backward point. A bit of a mix-up, but in the end the throw is on the wrong end and the batsman managed to get the single. With that, Adil Mahmood moves on to 4 of 16 deliveries with a strike rate of 25. And Charlie Wallace is back on strike for the last ball of Aftab Hussain's 9th over. Ehsan Khan asking his wicketkeeper to not break down the stumps if there's not enough time. Aftab Hussain coming in to bowl the last ball of his 9th over. Charlie Wallace gets down the track but yorks himself. So another dot ball to finish the over. And Ehsan Khan is rushing from the mid-wicket boundary to the bowling crease to bowl the next over. And this time, Adil slog sweeps Ehsan Khan but doesn't connect well enough. So 2 bounces to the mid-wicket fielder, just a single. Charlie Wallace, he nearly got caught and bowled on the last ball of Ehsan Khan's previous over. Let's see what he does now. Ehsan Khan's 9th over. Bowls the second ball, flights it up. Charlie Wallace goes for the big shot and almost a catch. That was a brilliant effort by Munir Dar on the square leg boundary. He jumped full length, tried to get it with one hand, but couldn't do much. A taller fielder might have gotten that, but this one's gone for a 6. Ehsan Khan coming up to bowl the third ball of his over. A quicker one this time and beats Charlie Wallace. Shahid Wasif breaks the stumps again. I'm not sure Ehsan Khan is very happy with that.
Very hard instinct to trade out of a wicketkeeper. It's just habit at this point with Shahid, and Ehsan Khan is annoyed. Yeah, slower ball. He's dragged it there. There's a fielder this time. 1 bounce to the fielder. Stopped on the fence.
4 balls done in this over.
Bowling these overs in under a minute, Ehsan Khan. This is another one of his skills. Oh my word, that's another shot in the air. Oh, it's another drop catch. Another drop catch. Getting a little complacent in the field here. Little Saiwan. Adil Mahmood already through for the single.
And it's been dropped by a fielder that you won't expect to drop many. It's Munir Dar who's dropped this catch. And Ehsan Khan, last ball of this over. Charlie Wallace. And he goes for it. I think this one might be caught on the long off fence. The fielder reaches it, but grasses this one as well. 2 drop catches in 2 balls. And Ehsan Khan not very happy with this at the moment. Batsmen run 2 runs. So last 5 overs, 84 needed. Last wicket. Last 4 overs, in fact. 1 over each left for Aftab Hussain and Ehsan Khan.
That drop catch there, long off the previous ball. Tough one. I think it was Dhananjay Rao there, long off. He had to run a lot. He had to cover a lot of distance. Again, the sun's high in the sky. It's getting in your vision a little bit. And got both hands to it, but he was outstretched. So he got his hands to it, just popped out. So good effort. Here comes Aftab Hussain. They're running through these overs now. Punch into the offside. They're going to be a quick single when you're there fielding. Fires a throw and hits the stumps. Hits the stumps. Direct hit. Oh, the umpire couldn't see it there. Ooh. Great fielding there from Munir. Direct hit from the boundary.
Umpire didn't really have a good view of that. He was trying to get away from the firing line of that ball. Lucky for Adil Mahmood, he survives. Single of the first ball of Aftab Hussain. Last over for him. 5 more balls to go. He's given away 42 and taken 2 wickets. A good bowling performance by him. As he comes in, bowls. Charlie Wallace tries to hoik it to mid-wicket but gets bowled. And that will be the end of the match. HKCC is 217 all out. Aftab Hussain getting his 3rd wicket in his 10th over. A pretty good team effort in the bowling performance by Saiwan. And we have the score on the screen now. Match summary. Real Saiwan were put into bat by HKCC. They scored 299 in their 50 overs. Ehsan Khan and Waqas Khan, the standout performers, getting 132 and 89 each. Isaac Poole from HKCC getting a 5-wicket haul. In reply, HKCC started well. Ben Zenol got a 60, David Jecker got a 48, Reed Maudsley got a 39, but it was Mohsin Khan who turned it around. He got 4 wickets in an over, which included a hat-trick, and he finished off with 10 overs, 4 for 38. Aftab Hussain getting 3 wickets, 10 overs, 42 for 3. And here is the batting scorecard for the first innings. Shahid Wasif got out for a golden duck. Harun Arshad getting golden duck as well, but standout performances by Ehsan Khan and Waqas Khan, scoring 150, and Ehsan Ayaz and Asad Nawaz supporting well down the order with 19 and 3, and Munidar got a good 17 as well down the order, which helped them reach 299. And Tanveer Ahmed opened the bowling, got a wicket of his first ball, 9 overs 51 for 1 wicket. Isaac Poole, the standout bowler, 10 overs 73, although a bit expensive, but he got 5 wickets for that. Adil Mahmood did well in his 10 overs, 52 runs for a wicket. Elliot Scrivener, Charlie Wallace also a standout bowler, 9 overs 38 runs, very economical by Charlie Wallace. Elliot Scrivener, 10 overs 53. Ehsan Khan took a liking to Elliot Scrivener. So HKCC in reply started well. Unfortunate to get run out. Munir Dar with a direct hit. Brett Long went out for 5 runs. David Jecker got 48. He played very well, but then in the end couldn't get to his 50. Ben Zenol got a very good 60 of 73 deliveries. He had a very good partnership with Reed Maudsley, getting 39 of 49 deliveries. But then Mohsin Khan came, and we all know what happened. Luke Jones had played well for his 16. But the standout performance in this innings was Mohsin Khan's 9th over. He got 4 wickets for 2 runs in that over, and overall he got 10 overs, 38 runs, 4 wickets, which included 42 dot balls, 7 overs of dot bowling. Ehsan Khan, 9 overs, 37 dot balls, 30 runs, no wickets. Aftab Hussain, 9.2 overs, 36 dot balls, 42 runs and 3 wickets. Harun Arshad bowled well, 6 overs, 37 runs, and Dhananjay Rao, 8 overs, 44 for 2 wickets. So the player of the match is Ehsan Khan for his all-round performance, 132 of 120 balls, 17 fours and 3 sixes, and 9 overs, out of which 2 were maidens, and he went for just 30 runs. Hope you enjoyed the coverage today. Be sure to tune in next Sunday for the next match.